Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Al Islah Institute. My name is Nuruddin Omar Afrika. Today we're going to be talking about the prayer for beginners. We'll be mostly discussing about what to do before we pray. This program is especially dedicated to those that are new to Islam, and also those that are new Muslims, and also those that want to learn more about the do's and don'ts in the religion of Islam. For instance, if you are a new Muslim and you want to learn about how to pray, this is a video especially made for you. Our objective of today is to learn about how to find times for prayer and also the direction of prayer, which is known as the Qibla. Then about the 5 obligatory prayers by name, their timing, and the number of minutes, which is known as rakah on each of them. Learn about some points of getting ready before you pray. Now let us talk about the prayer times. The prayer times constantly change between times, and you have 3 options when you want to know about the perfect or prayer times. Firstly, you can ask a devoted Muslim when their prayer times are, and please note that these prayer times will change in a few days, or get them online on www.islamiccalendar.org. On this site you'll find their prayer times and of everywhere in the world, and also it will also cite you to the nearest or a mosque near to you. You can go to a local mosque or Islamic center. Most likely they will print a prayer schedule and also list their timings on them about the congregational prayers, and also please contact them. They will give you the necessary support that you need as a Muslim. In Islam, there are 5 compulsory prayers, and the first one is Fajr. Fajr is a dawn prayer. It's a prayer that you pray before the sunrise, early in the morning, and it consists of 2 rak'ats. We'll learn about the rak'ats on our next video. The second one is Dhuhr prayer, which is the afternoon prayer, and it constitutes of 4 rak'ats. Then the third prayer is Asr prayer, which is the late afternoon prayer. It constitutes also of 4 rak'ats. And then we have the sunset prayer, also known as Maghrib. It constitutes of 3 rak'ats. Then we have Isha. The last prayer is Isha. It constitutes of 4 rak'ats. We'll learn about what is a rakat and how to perform it on our next video. Now let us look at which direction the Muslims face when they pray. A Muslim is required to face the direction of the Kaaba, the sacred house of Allah in Mecca, for each and every prayer that they make. The Kaaba is the first house to worship humanity's one true God. All Muslims throughout the world, they face it when they pray, leaving the world behind, while submitting themselves to the sustainer, nourisher, creator of the universe. This direction is also called Qibla, and is fairly easy to find. There are several options to figure out the direction of prayer. Firstly, you can ask a fellow Muslims in which direction you need to pray. Also on www.islamiccalendar.co.za, it will tell you where the marker is located from where you are. There are some wristwatches available in the market that makes finding of the direction of the prayer quite easy, especially when you are in an unfamiliar place or traveling. They can also be ordered online. Now let us look at getting ready for prayer. Prayer is obligatory on every adult and sane Muslim once the time for certain prayer has started. Minimum clothing required must be met by both men and women for prayer. A Muslim man must wear clothing that at least covers him from the navel to the knee, and also make sure that his shoulders are also covered. A Muslim woman must wear loose clothing that covers her whole body, including her head, ears, and feet, and it is not obligatory for her to cover her hands and her face. A Muslim must be in a certain state of purity, meaning the person should, before you pray, a Muslim should perform wudu or an ablution if he has passed wind, urinated, defecated, or waken up from a sleep since the last time of performing wudu. They should perform a wholesome or ritual bath if they have woken up from a wet dream, ejaculated a semen, or had an intercourse. And additionally, in case of a woman, if she ended her monthly cycle or a post-child bleeding. He must also make sure that there is no impurity on his clothes or her clothes, body, or on the spot where he or she is going to pray. The important thing to consider before you pray, before you stand in the line of prayer, is to look at yourself and make sure that there is no impurity on your clothes, your body, or the spot where you're going to pray. This is one of the important ones. You shouldn't face the direction of prayer, which is also known as the Qibla. Make intention before you pray. Make that intention in your heart that now I'm going to pray. Prayer is sacred between you and your Creator. The formal prayer, Salah, must be offered in Arabic. When you make the 5 daily or 5 compulsory Salah, you make them in Arabic. This is what we have had for you on this video. Please make sure that you watch our second part on the beginner's prayer part 2 before you pray. And the next video we'll be talking about the rak'ats. We'll be demonstrating using 2 unit rak'ats or using the Fajr prayer on how to do and what to say during this Fajr prayer. And most importantly, make sure that when you pray, you make an intention, and everything that you say to the Most High, you mean it, for Allah knows what is in our heart. So therefore we need to pray our prayers as if it is our last one. Until we meet again, I just like to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.